The first season of Doctor Who is fan-fucking-tastic. By the skin of their teeth, the team behind the 2005 revival of the oldest-running science fiction show in television history created what is, by all accounts, a modern masterpiece of drama, action, and adventure. After the cancellation of the series during the 7th Doctor's tenure, as well as the failed attempt at a revival in the form of the 1996 film, Doctor Who needed to return with a fresh new face. No pun intended. Okay, maybe a little pun intended. Rather than plop the audience back into the TARDIS business as usual, the revival series makes a point to stand out as a reintroduction to both the universe and the Doctor himself. The pilot follows our new companion, Rose Tyler, through the mundanity of her everyday human existence. Only when the sun falls and her workplace turns quiet do the horrors beyond human comprehension emerge to claim her as a victim. And only when the hour is darkest, when the creatures are primed to strike, does the Ninth Doctor smash into her life, along with the lives of the viewers, and utter his first iconic word. Rob! It's in this opening act that Doctor Who basks in its strengths as a series. The unsettling image of otherworldly monsters lurking in the dark corners of everyday British modernity, contrasted against the hardiness and pluck of one enigmatic little spaceman and his traveling companion. The first meeting of the Ninth Doctor and Rose is played perfectly, showcasing the Doctor's unfettered intelligence and charm, as well as his tendency to speak past all those he encounters.
Who are you?
Told you, the Doctor.
Yeah, but Doctor what?
Just the Doctor.
The Doctor.
Hello.
Is that supposed to sound impressive?
Sort of.
Rose's obstinate skepticism in the face of his babble is not only relatable, but also helps to characterize her. As the show goes on, we'll come to know her for her irascible personality. The entirety of the first episode is a masterclass in tight script writing, and the rest of the season is no exception to this rule. I'm calling it a season because that's what makes sense. Though the editing can be at times a bit loosey-goosey, it's never to a distracting degree, and it never prevents the episodes from flowing beautifully. No second is ever wasted. Doctor Who excels at gripping you with an engaging scenario and jumping into tense, thrilling adventure. At the same time, let it not be said that the show doesn't know how to breathe. Something that really defines this first season of Who is just how respectful it is of its characters and their complexity. When incredible things happen, the camera focuses on Rose's wonder and amazement, as well as the Doctor's self-satisfied joy. When horrifying things happen, the show will often take a break to zoom in on our protagonists' dread and terror at their circumstances.
It's 1869. How can I die now?
Time isn't a straight line. It can twist into any shape. You can be born in the 20th century and die in the 19th, and it's all my fault. I brought you here.
Indeed, if there was a word to define the first season of Who, it would be character. The Ninth Doctor is bursting with such a unique energy. Christopher Eccleston perfectly captures the quirky and bombastic nature of the Doctor's character while adding a dash of spice that's all his own. He's scrappy and cantankerous, yet he often wears his soft heart on his sleeve. He's capable of deep anger, yet it's never mistaken for anything but the pain of a man who's seen and done too much.
My planet's gone. It's dead. It burned like the Earth. It's just rocks and dust. Before its time.
And whereas the Doctor's complexity helps to highlight his strong points, it's the simplicity of Rose that helps to make her stand out as one of the best companions in all of Who. Billie Piper's performance can't be understated. With only her mannerisms, she perfectly captures the mischievousness, the curiosity, and the soul which makes Rose so appealing as a protagonist. She's equally as hot-headed as the Doctor, which makes their relationship really fun to watch, yet she balances it with the tenderness that often helps to dull the edge of the Doctor's sharpest moments.
It's the sunlight, that's all it wants.
But it can't.
It couldn't kill Van Staten, it couldn't kill me, it's changing. What about you, Doctor? What the hell are you changing into?
Over the course of the season, her tenacity and courage are often put to the test, a test which she passes with flying colors. The way we as an audience get to experience the Doctor and Rose bond throughout their adventures together is masterfully played out. While they begin as perfect strangers, you organically watch them learn more about one another and even test each other's boundaries as their relationship grows deeper.
What, would you rather him dead?
I'm not saying
No,
that.
I get it. For once, you're not the most important man in my life.
Let's see how you get on without me then. Give me the key. The TARDIS key. If I'm so insignificant, give it me back.
All right, then I will.
Well, you've got what you wanted, so that's goodbye then.
You don't scare me. I know how sad you are. You'll be back in a minute. Will you hang around outside the TARDIS waiting for me? And I'll make you wait a long time!
This dynamic is truly unmatched by most of the classic companions, and even modern companions, if you ask me, and is yet another reason that this season stands out so much in my mind. Aside from that, the side characters shine just as brightly. Fan favorite Jack Harkness standing out as the obvious example. I really appreciated the subtle growth we witness as the suave and sultry con man evolves into a steadfast friend and a man of unquestionable loyalty and bravery.
Wish I'd never met you, Doctor. I was much better off as a coward.
Jackie Tyler and Mickey Smith, while both starting as simple vestiges of Rose's mundane life, are treated with a seriousness and serve as the subject of a really interesting question. Is Rose right to leave her friends and family behind to go gallivanting with a random alien? Mickey in particular really evolves beyond what he initially started as, and though he maintains his role as the comic relief idiot throughout the season, his emotions and his relationship with Rose is not treated so flippantly.
We were nice. We were happy. And then what, you give me a kiss and you run off with him and you make me feel like nothing, Rose. I was nothing. I can't even go out with a stupid girl from a shop because you pick up the phone and I come running.
The way Rose treats Mickey does leave a sour taste in my mouth in regards to Rose's character. It can be pretty difficult to like her in some of these moments, but I think that's intentional, and I think the show is all the better for it. Let our companions be flawed. Let her make some morally questionable decisions. It only adds flavor to this already delicious viewing experience. It also helps that by the tail end of the season, Mickey is treated a lot more favorably, as a genuine member of the TARDIS crew. Hell, even the Doctor starts to take a shine to him. Other highlights from this season are Charles Dickon and Gwyneth from The Unquiet Dead, both of which are played beautifully and serve as the focal points for a story very much centered around the complexities of accepting new realities. How do everyday humans hope to cope with a world beyond their full understanding?
Now you tell me that the real world is a realm of spectres and jack-o'-lanterns. In which case, have I wasted my brief span here, Doctor? Has it all been for nothing?
Margaret the Slitheen is an especially gorgeous character, beginning as a simple villain for a fun alien conspiracy romp, yet growing into a deeply layered and interesting moral foe for the Doctor to rack with.
Only a killer would know that. Is that right? From what I've seen, your funny little happy-go-lucky life leaves devastation in its wake. Always moving on, because you dare not look back. Playing with so many people's lives, you might as well be a god.
The episode Father's Day features some of the strongest writing throughout all of Who, and it wouldn't be half of what it is without the grounded and sympathetic portrayal of Pete Tyler, Rose's father.
That's why I haven't done anything with my life. Why I didn't mean anything.
Doesn't work like that.
Rubbish. I was so useless I couldn't even die properly. Now it's my fault all this has happened.
This is my fault.
No, love. I'm your dad. It's my job for it to be my fault.
And of course, you have some incredibly strong standouts as far as enemy creatures are concerned. Cassandra the Human, the Empty Child, and who could forget the Daleks? Both the first and final appearances showcasing some of the strongest premises ever concocted for the pepper pots? Is that what people call them? What the hell is a pepper pot?
Since when did the Daleks have a concept of blasphemy?
I reached into the dirt and made new life. I am the god of all Daleks. Worship him, worship him, worship him.
Doctor Who Series 1 is legendary, and though it's hard not to wish sometimes that Eccleston stayed on for another season, frankly, I was satisfied with what we got. One perfect season for one perfect Doctor.
Everybody lives, Rose. Just this once. Everybody lives!